Hi, I'm Aisha.
Hey, I'm Jasmine.
What's up? It's 1228.
And we're IJT Productions.
Hey, welcome back, guys. This is IJT Productions. IJT Presents. I am with the lovely J&T, also known as Jasmine 1228 DJ. But anyway, want to welcome you guys back. And Jasmine has this great topic of what is it, Jasmine?
Questions. So I got this new book off of Amazon. It's called 3,000 Questions About Me. Woo! Now, these are some really interesting questions. So I wanted to ask it, or should I say, are you sure? 12, it. Some questions to get to know them. Ooh, so this is going to be good.
Cool.
Who wants the first question?
Are we allowed to ask you questions too?
No, this is Jasmine asking the question.
Oh, you see.
No? Okay, all right.
All right, fine. I like the pressure. I'll take the first question. Let's knock it out. Let's go.
Okay, ready for this? All right. So, what is your greatest fear, 12? Your greatest fear in life?
All right.
What is it?
Rats. No,
really,
for real.
Rats?
Rats, I can't get with rats. I'm not afraid of, like, you know how people are afraid to die, heights, rats. That's it for me. Something about rats, I'll be terrified. Like taking the train, I get anxiety. Like I can't even look down at the platform. In New York, like rats is, I really can't deal with rats. I haven't overcome that fear of rats.
Well, now we gotta let your future wife know, don't ever get you a rat for any type of
please
gift.
don't. Please don't.
Is she
no rats.
I can understand the whole rat thing, especially with like pizza racks. That's crazy to see. But for me, I would say like not living to pretty much complete everything that God has in store for me. Like I don't want to leave this earth until like I didn't complete like my mission. That I don't even think I had that much power, but that would be something for me.
Yeah, I think I could relate too, because my greatest fear is not that I'm not successful in like the things that I do, but I just want to see like my dreams come true, whether it's like my songwriting business, writing for other artists, producing, writing, small screens for television. Like that's my greatest fear, of not actually completing my dream. So I could totally relate to that. Or my other fear could be there's no more ice in the world. Like if there's no more ice to eat in the world, oh my gosh, this will be a different Jasmine, okay? Don't save the ice. Don't let it melt.
Yeah, so disclaimer, if y'all, as y'all get to know us and y'all follow us along the way, Jasmine loves to eat ice. That's her thing. She eats ice. That's just a passion of hers. So make sure we keep the ice available for Jasmine, all right? Just,
Yes. Oh, I have a good one. On what occasion do you lie?
Oh, all right. I'll take that.
Take it away, 12. Yeah.
On what occasion do you lie? I think you can lie if it's not going to I think you can lie to kids. Yeah. I think you can absolutely lie to kids. I said it. I don't care. Because I was lied to as a kid. I think you can get away with lying. If you lying to kids, fine. You can lie to kids. But I think when you start putting yourself in really bad situations because you're telling lies, then so I'll say kids. And if you trying to get employment, go ahead and lie. I'm just saying.
Oh my God. You try to get employment.
I'm just saying. That's when you should lie, in my opinion. Other than that, if you cheating or you got a side piece or whatever, I don't think you should lie about that. But if your kid asks you, how you was as a kid in school, you tell them you was a straight A student. They ain't gonna know. They gonna look up to you. You know what I'm saying? And if you go into a job and they ask you if you're a great team member and do you love working with people, lie and say you do. You antisocial, but just lie. I'm just saying. But that's it. That's my two.
All right. What about you, Ishi?
I would only agree with Tove about the kids only for holidays and like the Tooth Fairy. Yes. But I'm not lying to no kids about any other stuff. Because at the point they get to an age where you don't want your kid going to like seventh grade and they're like saying it's so real. It's like, no, he's not. So, and I'm not gonna say lie at a job application because that will really come back and bite you in the butt. If you say, like, let's say you can type 100 words a minute, right? And they put you on the computer screen and they do it, okay, let's do a typing test. And you can only do 4 words in 2 minutes. We have a problem. Like they look you up.
Yeah, but they lie too. They say this is a great working environment and this is a great place to develop, and everybody lie. All right, so listen.
Competitive benefits.
Listen, it's all fair game. They say, oh, the starting salary is so and so, and then you get the job. Well, actually, lately we've been having some economic issues.
That's
so
illegal.
Yes.
You don't lie about numbers, so you got to nip them in the butt.
Yeah,
rights
exactly.
and responsibilities.
Exactly.
And say that you know Microsoft Suite, you know how to do Excel.
Listen, I got a background. Listen, if the job said I'm an astronaut, you know what I'm saying? I speak French. I'm trying to get this check. Like, listen, I'm a lot. But go ahead, Josh. Take it away.
Oh, should I answer the question? Well, for me, I would lie if I'm in a dangerous situation. Like, if let's just say if God forbid I was kidnapped and I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna go use the bathroom. That's it, and then I just run out and make my escape. Deuces, like
I like that one.
Or something.
Put that on the list.
Yeah, dangerous.
I like it.
I think it's good to lie like that.
That reminds me of David in the book when he played insane.
Oh,
you remember that?
See, it's cool. Man. All right, so my next question is, what is your greatest regret? Something that you regret.
That's tough. You got me thinking. I don't think I have much regrets. I will say this. I do have one regret. One regret, and it's not nothing like drastic, but I wish I went to a vocational school, vocational high school. And it was literally the high school I went to was down the street from a vocational school. And I went to the high school that I ended up going to play football. And that didn't work out, obviously. So that's like kind of like a regret because I could have like had a trade, that type of thing. It probably would have been a different outcome for me. But that's pretty much it. I'd say that's my biggest regret, if I would say.
That sounds good. That sounds similar to mine, actually.
Yeah, Jasmine, go ahead. Go with yours. Yeah.
My biggest regret is that I wish I would have took vocal lessons throughout my 20s. I'm just so upset at myself that because I love to write music, I also need to, know how to sing and, do some harmonies and stuff like that. So I regret that a ton. I wish I would have had time to make for something that I love, that I was passionate about, but it was just so much stuff going on in my life. But yeah, I totally regret that. Not learning music theory, understanding different type of music, language, and all that stuff. So I totally regret that a lot.
Take it away, Aisha.
You take it away, 12. Anyway, no, I would have to I have to say, I don't know. I feel like as life is progressing, I thought I had regrets, and then certain things come into play, and you're like, oh, that was supposed to happen. So it's not a regret anymore. Whether it's with jobs or relationships, I see God moving. I'm like, yeah, I just got to be patient, and that way it won't feel like regrets. But I would say if there was one, it would probably be not worrying so much about what others think. If I did that at a younger age where I was just like, I go at the beat of my own drum, call me the little Energizer bunny, it would just been cake. Yeah, sooner than later. So that was my only thing.
That's dope. I like that. Pretty
Mhm.
cool.
Oh, okay. So what do you consider your greatest achievement? What is your greatest achievement in life right now? Like, what is it? Like, if you had to, like, the end all be all, hurrah, this is me. This is what I did.
Yeah. Yeah. My greatest achievement, I would say, is just having peace of mind. Like that's just such a that's such a hard thing to get. I feel like it's not about having like success like with money, this and that. That's cool. But having peace of mind, I feel, is like one of my biggest achievements. Like I don't stress, I try to keep a positive attitude and mindset, and I'm very optimistic. So lifestyle wise, like I feel like as long as I have peace of mind, like, I can pretty much navigate whatever's going on. And yeah, I think that's like my biggest achievement.
Mm.
That's dope. I would say for me is, oh, that's probably gonna go into one of my regrets, but getting to God at 2016. Like I wish I would have listened sooner.
Mm.
That is an accomplishment that I was like, okay, getting saved was like a definitely uh, a, a life changer. So yeah, that's something I can look back and like applying the word and using it and like basing my character and principles on that. It just made life so much easier. Oh my gosh. So yeah. Oops, y'all, I'm in the hospital.
Well, I guess my greatest achievement is actually strengthening my relationship with God and my friends, from high school. Just some, other friends that I had, from church and stuff like that. I think this is like one of my, greatest achievements that I have. And also being a mother to my son, that's my baby. I have a child. So I'm like, wow, like this is great. Like God gave us this gift. So I feel like I did the hurrah of, the gift of having a baby. The greatest achievement. Do we have time for some more questions or where we
Yeah,
at?
let's go. Let's see how let's keep going. Let's do like maybe two more.
All right, two more. All right. Do you treat yourself and your body with respect?
Absolutely. I do not. I can say that now.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely now. Like what I eat, I work out, things like that. Like I take care of my skin. Like I'm very, um, things like that. I try to pay attention to those details. Make sure there's no dirt under my fingernails. You know what I'm saying? Um, but yeah, just grooming, being clean, being careful on how you eat, what you consume. Like those are things that I pay a lot of attention to at this stage in my life, because I'm trying to be here for a little bit. So yeah, that's important.
Mm.
What about you, Jasmine?
Do I treat myself and my body with respect? Oh, wow. Well, you know what? Um, honestly,
Well, we can ask another question
no, no, no,
Okay.
no. We're here. We're here. I don't back down from no challenge. Uh-oh, that's gonna haunt me later. But listen, but I do treat myself with respect and my body with respect. Because before, when I was out there, I didn't, like I just do whatever I felt or let people treat me however they want to treat me. Even as a Christian, I let people treat me however they wanted to treat me. But I think these past couple of months, God has taught me a lot. So I'm learning to what it means to really respect my body and myself. And even just this past week, I have seen a huge change, and it only been a week, and I'm grateful for it, you know, because I had an experience, and God showed me that experience, and He revealed that experience to me, and He realized like how I need to treat myself and my body, and how to preserve my energy. So, I'm super grateful for that. That's all I could say on that.
And then there's
Yeah.
one. And then there's one.
Y'all calling me? All right, I'm fine. No, I'm
No,
just
no,
playing.
no, man.
For me, in the beginning, I did not, especially during like in the early stages of the pandemic, when we was like, oh, we gonna be locked up, you know, quarantine. Let me go and like stack up on tissue paper and like donuts and like cookies and Oreos. Like I was really out here. Like okay.
I like how you started off with the toilet tissue and then went into
Mhm.
Because I was not. I mean, I respect the toilet tissue, like that's necessary. But like the food, you know, the reason why you needed that tissue because we was gonna be eating during this pandemic. So in the beginning, I didn't like usually whatever like my flesh desired food wise, because I'm a foodie. Whether it was junk food or healthy food, like I don't discriminate. Everybody was gonna get taken. But as I've gotten to like this year, like it's so funny how you talk about this. You brought up this question now because I recently just went to the doctor this week for like a checkup to do like you know your annual physical and things like that. So now, I'm working on like hypothyroidism and like anemia and like vitamin D. I'm like, how we live in the city and like you got a low vitamin D count? Don't make any sense to me. But anyway, we was in the house. I
Well,
get it
have
with the pandemic.
low vitamin D count too, girl.
I'm like, okay, but Papa had a problem because he's over here in Florida living his best life. But anyway, so now I'm getting better at respecting my body and myself.
It's great.
Yeah.
For me, that's what activated that for me during the pandemic. Like I did the opposite. I'm like, oh, I need to go to the gym. I need to work out. I need to start walking. I need to eat better. Like I had to eat more fruit, things of that nature. So
Really.
though for me, that pandemic actually, because I used to say this and it's very ignorant to say, but I used to say like, oh, I'll work out when I get older. Like, you know, I'm young, I'm healthy, I'm vegan, so I'm a be. But I changed my mindset and I learned that like, you know, it's important to eat right, but it's also important to like exercise, you know, find time to meditate, like, you know, stretch, like get that tension off your body and drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water.
Yeah.
Very important.
Agreed. That happened to me later after the pandemic.
Gotcha.
I was like, I'm gonna get healthy now.
I feel you. Me too. I'm going to the gym now, guys. I'm like trying to work off some of my fupa, so it's gonna be good. Hopefully.
Wait. All right. Next question.
The next question and the last one is: do you like the person you're becoming?
Oh yeah.
So we can end on a good note here, on a good question.
Oh yeah. Because I'm looking where I was and where I am now, definitely loving it. Like it's a lot of evolution, a lot of maturity, um, more patience, and more happiness because like I'm taking full accountability for my outcome. So with taking that accountability, like I'm being very intentional on like what I'm doing with my time and with relationships, like money, spending, like all of that. So being more just being a little wiser, going through different things, like and continuously to become a student of life and learning. Because I don't feel like you know you get to a certain age and you know enough. It's like you always are gonna learn if you keep your mind open, right? So like it's so much knowledge that I've acquired that it's like, yo, like I'll be impressed, like, yo, you know that? Like you went to public school? Like, go ahead, you know? So so yeah, so I'm definitely like proud of who I'm becoming. Absolutely.
Nice.
Come back to me, J-Mills.
All right, all right. Well, I guess I'm up. So, you know what? I would honestly have to say that, you know, I'm learning myself a lot more. And because, well, ever since the pandemic, like before, I was just like, I don't know. You ever what's that movie again with Leonardo DiCaprio and they like the dreams Inception? you know, and they in like limbo. I was in limbo before the pandemic. I was just like in limbo stage, okay? But the pandemic really woke me up. And it woke me up in a way of self-reflection that, you know, I did a lot of journaling and just to figure out what what I desire and what is best for me, and what is best for others as well, just not in a selfish way, but in a selfless way, so just like what everything that like God has been teaching me, or what my friends and family been teaching me, it's just been helping me become a woman, a better person, a person who, listens, before she speaks, a person who is gentle, loving, kind, but also not allowing, people to take my kindness for weakness is something that I have been experienced for the past year. So I'm learning that, if something doesn't feel right to me, to speak up about it. Don't just don't just put it under the rug and be like, oh, that's just people, that's how they are. But, not to say that I'm stirring conflict, but, just talk about it and just let them know. I'm just like open, like, you know what, this hurt me, when you said this, or how can I be a better friend? Or if someone comes to me, be understanding of what they're saying so that I could be, a better friend or a family to them, So yeah, I'm becoming such a better, wiser person. I wasn't the same Jasmine that I was last year, I could tell you that much. I feel like I am much more wiser, smarter, growing, growing in my friendships, just getting out of that rut that I was in, So I definitely see like a new light in me shining, if that makes sense.
That's a beautiful thing. That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Going
that's
after my
really good. Okay, I like that. For me, I want to say, yeah, I do like it. I have my days, where I'm like, bruh, I got to get out of my head, because I feel like sometimes I could be very critical on myself, like be your worst critic. So I have those days, but I know I have more days of gratitude than ever. And I want to say that was definitely a shift for like in 2020. Like I know it was a bad year for everybody, but I think I experienced my 2020 in like 2014 to 2016, like 2 years of 2020 early. So when actually 2020 came, I was like, this is okay. I mean, I don't want everybody in the world to be affected with like COVID, but there were some things I was like, nah, like that helped out a lot. So I would say that I do like where I'm going. I'm praying for better days of where I can get out of my head when I have those bad days. So I'm leaning more into like trusting God and building that relationship, and knowing that, once you have that kind of peace, then it's cake. So yeah, definitely getting better at that and liking myself on who I'm becoming towards that. So yeah.
That's
Awesome.
dope. That's dope. I like it.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know IJT and our 3,000 questions about me. Go pick up this book because this is awesome. More to come. And please let us know, like what is it that you like, that you want to change, or, what you don't like, or what you want to achieve. We're all here. We want to know what you like. So
Yeah,
you good? We're out.
yeah, meet us in the comments.
Yeah,
Meet us in the comments. It's going down.
Meet us in the comments.
In the tractor. In the mall.
In the mall.
Anywhere you meet him.
Anyway, right. Okay, so